Hi, I'm John from Just Whiskey. Today we're going to have a little fun, but first, if you like today's show, please give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And speaking of subscribers, thanks so much for all the new folks coming on board and going with and on my journey. And remember, it's just whiskey. So, today we are going to be talking about Mellow corn, Kentucky straight corn whiskey, bottled in bond, 50% ABV, distilled and bottled by the Heaven Hill Distillery in Kentucky. So it is bottled in bond. It is 81% corn, and the balance is a combination of malted barley and rye. And for them to call it a straight corn whiskey, it has to be aged for a minimum of 2 years. So, this is really like it's cheap. It's kind of like the rite of passage in a way, for whiskey tubers, right? Um, you buy it expecting the worst, but you're not disappointed really. Um, I paid $12 for this bottle about 2 years ago, and I opened it up, I don't know, a month ago. Um, right now it goes for like $16. So you're getting a 50% ABV 2 year bottled in bond uh, mellow corn whiskey. And I'll tell you, a couple of years ago as a gag gift, I bought a bottle of Old Crow, uh, and I think I paid $17 for it. And that stuff was horrible. It was like drinking poachine, moonshine. Uh, it was new make. This is nothing like that, and so for 12 to 15 to $17, if you want to experience what a cheap corn whiskey is, you really can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with this. But the reason why I'm kind of doing this is because my daughter, for a birthday present, she bought me this here. And out of the package, this is what it is. And it's cured oak, and it almost looks like part of it is charred cured oak that's cut up with a saw. And there's two in a package. They're from Portland, Oregon. It's cured oak, and the idea behind their little contraption here is you drop it in a bottle, and if you leave it there for 24 hours, they say you're going to get smooth, more flavor. If you leave it in for 48 hours, you get smoother, full flavor. And if you leave it in for 72 hours, which is what I did with this bottle, you get extra smooth, full body. And then it has a little disclaimer. They don't recommend leaving this in any bottle for more than 3 weeks. I'm imagining maybe probably too much tannins, maybe. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to try it on a cheap bottle of whiskey and see what happens. And the suggested retail on this it's by the company called Time Oak, made in the United States, Portland, Oregon. $17.50 is the suggested retail for 2 sticks. And they suggest after you're done using it that you throw it away, but I'm not so sure I'm going to throw it away. So what I did was I poured a sample without anything done to before I put the oak stick in this. So this is the unadulterated sample, and this is the after 3 days of it being in here, this is what we have. So the unadulterated, straight out of the bottle. The nose is kind of hard to describe, but it's kind of cardboardy, and it's relatively inviting. You're not getting, it's not burning your nose hairs off or anything like that. You're picking up vanillas. A sweetness. Again, cardboardy notes. It's not bad. This is smooth Shiat. As you can see, I'm just having some fun here. It's smooth. It's light. It's sweet. It's sticky, syrupy, and it's spicy. It has a long finish. And obviously you can tell that there's a bit of youth behind it. But I'm not picking up any of the typical bourbon acetone notes that I've picked up in other Heaven Hill products. Okay. So with that oak stick in there, I noticed that the color did darken. You can see the color difference. So a significant color difference. And I was expecting it to just to be like really like a total gimmicky, really oaky, woody. But it really was quite, besides the color, it just added a little bit of delicate nuance, really, to it. It kind of amped it up a little bit. There is a little bit more sweetness in there. It is a little more spicy. So it sweetness, maybe a little vanilla, a little maple, a little brown sugar note. So it definitely enhanced this a little bit, but not significantly, not what I thought it was going to be. So I would, I have I have an infinity bottle in the works that I haven't started yet, but I have some bottles. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. And then I think I'm going to, with that, my infinity bottle, it'll be a non-peated infinity bottle. I will throw in this other stick that comes with this. And again, I'll test it after a day or two, and then 3, and then I remove it and see what happens. But anyway, this is basically just to have a little bit of fun towards the end of the year. This isn't going to rock anybody's world, but it's way better than Old Crow at a cheaper price, and you're paying for the experience here. I don't even really want to rate it, but if I had to rate it, it would be like an 80, maybe an 81 on a good day. So we'll leave it at that. I hope you had a little bit of fun like I did. And Mellow corn. So If you like today's show, give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And remember, it's just corn whiskey. So hats off to you all, and take care.